Hello friend, and welcome back once again to Strategic Mind, Spectre of Communism. We're here in the third mission, the Winter War. Let's take a look at our units first here. Yeah, so we might up or level up these guys first. So let's go for mobile. That's it. Yeah, I should actually do these first. That seems to be a lot better. So deploying the infantry units does not reduce the number of command points. That's somewhat useful. Now this is pretty neat, but I actually like to get this as fast as possible. And I think that's definitely where I would need to invest my points first. Yeah. And then infantry units can disembark trains anywhere. No, I think we're quite good for now, and I'll save the rest of the points. So that will give me a lot of upgrades immediately, and that will be quite useful, I think. So let's start with these. This is actually one that has the fire support. So let's go for Defender. These already had 1-star experience. This means you can get to mobile. This anti-aircraft gun and will get mobile as well. I really like that ability myself. AT. Yeah, mobile. And these are already upgraded, so that's fine. Then I definitely want to go over strength first. That's generally something that I would pick over the amount of units. Simply because it does not reduce the amount of command points that I get, while at the same time actually making my units stronger. I can't do that with these though, but yeah, I do think generally that that's quite worth it. I cannot level up any of my units at this stage, so let's just take a look at what we have. So I currently have 2 fighters and 2 bombers. That I guess under circumstances it's fine. Let's see if upgrading this is useful. It has 1 less ammunition, but it gets a lot more powerful. Then it also gets Fort Destroyer, which is not super useful on a guy like this to have, but if I put it like this for 182, that's a lot more sustainable, I guess. Let's take a look at the equipment though, because it might be that as for the trucks, I still have a ways to go. Common turn. I want you at common turn. Okay, so for this mission I need to give all my units winter equipment or I'm going to be in trouble. At least that's the way it seems to me. So let's discard this and acquire winter equipment. Because I think in this mission with the extreme weather we'll have to do this. That is expensive, but it has only 3. Yeah, fine. Discard, winter equipment. I know that kind of sucks, but... yeah, I have one with flamethrower and one with sapper for now. And these, even the air units can get winter equipment. So even they would get frost weather attack penalty? Okay. Well, that's gonna be expensive. But if I want these units to perform, I probably have to do this anyway. Alright, so that costed a lot though. As for the rest, aerial cameras are really expensive and don't really add a whole lot at this stage. To be honest, I would rather buy myself a third artillery for the moment and just work with that. That's probably the last thing that I can buy. But for the moment, I think that's probably okay. We'll just have to look out for new opportunities to buy new units. But I think, especially with the winter equipment, once I sell all of that off, there will be a lot of prestige again as well. So that will help. Alright, let's take a look what Vasilevsky has to say.
According to reports from the front, the Finns are using partisan tactics against us. I suggest we deploy reconnaissance units to support our troops, and give them winterized gear as well. The Finnish cold can easily kill more of our soldiers than Finnish bullets. We need to field more combat engineers as well. I'm sure the Finns have laid minefields around their positions.
Yeah, let's actually take one last look here. Because you have sappers, which is reasonable. Maybe it's possible to get one more infantry. It's too expensive. Well, they cannot even field winter equipment at this stage. Which is, I guess, a bit over the top. So this costs 30. I wonder if I can get 30 from somewhere. Probably not even. No, I cannot get it anywhere. But they have something. I mean, it's not amazing, but it still gives me another unit. Alright. Yeah, so we'll be taking all of this, and then here. Let's start.
The Baltic states have become much more agreeable after they saw what happened with Poland. All three have voluntarily signed mutual assistance pacts with the Soviet Union. Now we can put our military bases in their countries. But arrogant Finland still refuses Soviet friendship. Comrade Voroshilov, report on our troops' successes liberating Finland.
Comrade Stalin, our mighty Red Army advances along the whole front line. Unfortunately, at some locations, the tempo of advance is somewhat lacking.
Voroshilov, our offensive is failing. Liberation of Finland is long overdue. You are responsible.
Comrade Stalin, I do everything possible. No man could do more. But the Finnish weather and terrain...
Enough excuses. What? What Finnish winter is worse than our Soviet winter? I order you to solve the Finnish problem at once. Otherwise, I will be looking for a new People's Commissar for Defense.
Meretskov has let me down. We will not be able to present Finland to Stalin for his 60th birthday anniversary. Such a gift to our leader would have been invaluable for Meretskov's career and his health. But his offensive has failed utterly and completely.
Comrade People's Commissar, the Mannerheim line halted our advance. The Finns are deeply dug in and they fight hard. We must admit we greatly underestimated the Finns. Their gallantry and resolve are admirable.
Zhukov, enough admiring enemies of the Soviet state. I order you, take command of Red Army forces in Finland. Occupy Finland in the shortest time possible. Fail, and your career is over. I do not think you want to end up like Rokossovsky.
You're Red Army officers, not children afraid of Finns under your bed. I do not care what we do or do not have. You will carry out my orders. You will take your objectives. Otherwise, you will answer to me. I promise you, court-martial will be the least of your problems.
Uh-oh.
Time is short, so this brief will be short. The border clashes in Finland are spiraling out of control as we speak. Our forces on the Rate Road and in Sortavala have gotten themselves encircled. We have no communications with them. In the south, our forces are bogged down at the Mannerheim line. It's a tank graveyard now. Our tanks get burned every time we try and breach it. Comrade Stalin is livid. Many field commanders have already been shot for cowardice and sabotage. If this continues, you and I are next in line. Your combat record at Halkin Gol and Poland is what brought you here. I believe you are just the man for the job. Make us proud, Comrade Zhukov.
If you'd asked my opinion before starting the operation, Comrade Marshal, I would have told you sending tanks into that terrain was idiotic. Those swamps and forests nullify any advantage of the heavy armor. The Finns will just keep on hitting us as hard as they can. The party should have spent less on tanks and more on warm uniforms and winter fuel.
At ease, Comrade Zhukov. Your objective is to give the party victory in Finland, not argue with your superiors. Otherwise, the NKVD will make all of us truly equal. Now, comrades, let's hear your ideas.
First, we must rescue our soldiers. We must break the encirclements at Suomussalmi and Sortavala.
Yes, saving our soldiers is all good and well. But how do we then breach the Mannerheim line?
That line is several defensive belts of reinforced concrete forts and extensive minefields. We must smash the Finns with combined arms. Our attack should use artillery, air support, sappers, and flamethrower units. The Ladoga flotilla can support our attacks. If we use combined arms tactics correctly, our forces will clear out the minefields and pound the Finnish fortifications into dust. After breaching the Mannerheim line, we march across southern Finland and capture Viipuri, Kotka, Mikkeli, Lahti, and the Finnish capital, Helsinki.
Even if we take Helsinki, the enemy will not be broken until we take the Finnish heartland. For a complete victory, I believe we should also capture the following cities: Oulu, Suomussalmi, Lieksa, Ilomantsi, Joensuu, and Sortavala. And let us not forget the Gulf of Finland. Goglan Island is a prime spot for the Soviet naval base. I recommend we stage an amphibious landing and take that island.
I agree. Comrade Marshal, I must request more troops to conduct this assault.
You will get them. I'm sending you the Marine units from the Baltic Fleet. Sadly, its warships will be of little use. Winter has been harsh this year. With all the ice, we had to put most of our ships in dry dock. We only have one destroyer west of Kronstadt, where the Gulf of Finland hasn't frozen over yet.
We'll make do. You know the saying. With a shot of vodka and an entrenching tool, there is nothing a Soviet Marine cannot accomplish. Well, that's what the Marines say. Now we have no choice. It is time to see them in action.
What are they, MacGyver? No, probably not. But instead of just destroying the Mannerheim line, we do have to capture a very significant portion of Finland. And we also have a couple of troops to rescue. Not... Well, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, we have quite a few areas where we are supposed to deploy troops. So I will split them up into 3 different parts. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. So let's at least deploy that and that there. Then the thing is that we don't really have a whole lot of artillery in a lot of places, so that is generally also a bit of a concern. Would be a bit silly not to put those guys to 11 at least. And then there's also the Mannerheim line, where I will also have you guys have flamethrowers. Yeah, sure. I also need something to deal with mines, so I actually also want at least a sapper squad down there. I would expect enemy air units to engage down there. I see. I have to level up the non-core units. I will generally go quite aggressive for them. Frost -20. Yeah, these guys have no winter equipment. Which means that Frost and Snow reduce the attack of all units by 33, but increase their camouflage by 1. Winter equipment removes the attack penalty. Yeah, and they don't have it, so... That's pretty serious, I would say. Anyway, let's continue leveling these guys up. It will be some time before I finally get to start playing. No, that's a bit... unfortunate in a way. But this does have to be done. These guys, okay, they do have winter equipment. Good. I do remember that this was a thing at the start for the other games as well. That, especially at the beginning, when the default units have not yet reached 2 stars, you generally have to level up all of them. And since the Soviets obviously have a lot of infantry, it seems like their tactics are centered around using lots and lots and lots of infantry, which is fine. It's fine. Okay. Whew. Oh, we haven't gotten all of them. Okay, now let's go back to the reserve units. So we actually only have 1 tank. Let's put 1 in here, and let's put you guys up. Well, the thing is that I kind of need to have these guys down there to deal with the fortifications. I expect less enemy planes up in the north. And I can always send them there anyway. But let's put the AT in there. Okay. I guess we can still play around for a turn. Some enemy airplanes there, AT and infantry. Let's see. Because what I can do, this is also pretty hefty artillery.
Comrade Zhukov, considering how difficult your task is, I decided to give you a special reinforcement. Experimental KV-1 heavy tanks. Clement Voroshilov tanks set the bar for world tank building, and I am proud that they bear my name. I have no doubt that with these beasts, you will complete the operation in no time.
Okay. I don't know why I just got that. Maybe just because I just started. I don't know. Anyway, did kick them in the teeth. Let's move in there. Move. I mean, I can technically already move up in here, but I'm gonna move into the city anyway. So. These are probably either mines or bunkers. I don't particularly feel like moving through is the most amazing idea. Let's see what else I got.
We managed to break the Finnish ring of steel at Sumosami. Our troops are leaving the encirclement and regrouping with the rest.
Excellent. In their next battle with the enemy, they will want revenge.
Okay, well, that's already pretty good then. Not really sure how much damage I'm dealing there. I have 21 turns. I don't like attacking there. These guys cannot move, which is a bit of a problem. You guys have sappers, okay. They'll have to go forward significantly to be of any use. Even later. It's unfortunate that they have planes there at the moment. But not much can be done. I also need to break through to these troops. I'm unlikely to do that from down there. Especially since my artillery is up here too. I have no recon, but I should do reconnaissance. Okay. Is this a minefield? I need to take a look at potential units with flamethrowers, which I do not have up here. But I definitely should have put them there. That is a grave mistake. What to do, what to do. I wonder, yeah, they can at least move forward. If I shell that infantry and actually do a double attack, they should be damaged enough that I can clear those mines. And overrun them. Now this is a non-core unit. I do think... Wait, did I not level you up? I did, but... Oh, these are the new units that just came under my control or are new. Okay, so they did two lethal damage. Unfortunately, oh, it's an anti-tank gun. That's the problem. Let's just go down there first. Yeah, let's go down there first indeed. I definitely want to do some reconnaissance over there as well. So definitely to take a look. And then I need to clear a path to the bunkers at the very least to use flamethrowers to get through them. So the way that works is the clear that first, and they might be able to clear those mines in a little bit, but that's not the most important. I need you to use the Sagio key to clear out. Oh. Okay. Artillery fort. How often are they going to do this? They lost their Overwatch now. Well. So then... you only deal 1 damage? Wow, that's... very little. That's very likely a fort as well. But... oh. That's, so what is the problem this time? Oh, they still have Overwatch. rules for this game are often very complicated, so they support it while I try to clear those mines, but then they don't lose the overwatch. But these guys did when I tried to move in there. Okay, so it's just confusing sometimes. Like, why did they not already lose their Overwatch here? It is... Like, I don't particularly understand that. But... do you have just winter equipment? So I would need a second unit in there. Can you move there? Yes, you can. But you don't trigger it, so I would need you in there. And now their Overwatch should be gone. I think that should now allow them to move in there. Use the tank flamethrower. Take this out. No. So those still support. Always? I guess they do. Well, are you sappers? Yeah. Alright, that's... yeah, they'll get attacked, but... that way at least I can start clearing those mines. Now these things are quite problematic in that regard, but this finishes off the mines. Obviously that is a bunker. You don't have flamethrowers, you're sappers. And you also are sappers, but... and then use the smoke grenade at least on you guys. So they can then move a bit further. Use this ability. Why would you though? Nah. Not useful for now. Move you back. They have not attacked yet. Well, still need to get all the way up there. Very tricky. Alright, I can just attack. I'm sure they have anti-aircraft guns in the back there. I would have to check for them. I mean, my unit gets shot down in the center here as well. I don't see where the anti-aircraft gun is that potentially did shoot it down. Where are you? Where are you? Ah, there it is. I'm sure there's one in the back too. They still have more artillery forts. I guess it would have been a pretty good idea to attack these first. That probably would have helped. They have a range of 4, it seems like. 4. So it's likely I might actually be able to bomb that. Let's try it. I don't need to use that, but let's use the afterburner here. And I guess you there, also with afterburner. Alright, so... let's attack. They don't have transport, so that's actually good. Because I need to capture the Gogland Island. Let's get on there. But I don't think I should land yet. Probably leave it at this. Alright, let's see what's left then. Right, the most problematic area of all of them. I cannot actually rescue these guys immediately. I actually think bombing there is a good idea. Sweet. I don't have anything else down there? And then this is probably a bunker too. Or there. No, that's an infantry. So this attack is marginal. Not too interested. Then going up there, they can still do some damage, so it's not too bad. Move down there. It's funny that they could actually do that, although they just have the additional ammunition. These bunch of fighters. They can technically go all the way up, but... Let's get you in here and you to attack these. And down there. Let's actually use the afterburner. And move you back forward a little bit again. It's probably not a good idea to do anything with those guys. I think the air is the most scary, as usual. Oh, it's a bomber. Ow. I really need to keep those things out of range. That's not too bad. Very weird for them to attack there. That's all fine.
While you've been fighting in Finland, the Soviet worker has been sleepless. I am sending you our experimental BR-5 280mm mortars. The Barakati Industrial Complex in Stalingrad developed them. Now it is time to test this new technology in combat.
I can promise the Stalingrad workers one thing, Comrade Varshilov. For sure, we'll find plenty of targets for their mortars.
Exactly. The BR-5 mortar is simultaneously a powerful anti-artillery weapon and a fortification buster. While picking targets for it, I suggest that you prioritize Finnish forts and artillery batteries. I'll expect a complete after-action report.
Alright, so we have to deal 25 damage to forts. That's a lot, actually. So I will definitely have to use double attack with these guys plenty often, I would say. 25 damage, they only deal 2. Which means, in reality, I'm much better off just leaving it, leaving them alive, almost. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first episode. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. See you then. Bye-bye.